Well, if this won't get the seats filled at the next Olympics, I don't know what will. The International Pole Sports Federation has demanded to the Olympic Committee that they recognize pole dancing as a sport. A real sport. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to I'm Charlotte W. If this is your first time here, thanks for clicking on this video. This is InformOverload, your YouTube source for trending news. So, I know what you're thinking. Why would a form of exercise associated with a stripper ever be considered an Olympic sport? Okay, maybe some of you are too young to have seen a stripper before, but pole dancing is actually a lot like gymnastics. At least the physical part is, not the stripping and taking of the clothes. I'm pretty sure that part won't be included in the Olympics. Hopefully. Hopefully not? I don't know. You need an incredible amount of strength to pole dance, and it's so hard. It's an amazing cocktail of flexibility, acrobatics, grace, strength, and choreography. It's basically like vertical dancing. I dare Simone Biles to try and pole dance. I bet she couldn't do it. Okay, maybe she probably could, but she'll need practice at least. Okay, so you know that weird floor exercise stuff with the ribbons? That's rhythmic gymnastics. If rhythmic gymnastics are considered an Olympic sport, then pole dancing definitely should be. Here's why. It is time for a brief history of pole dancing with Charlotte. The origins of pole dancing began in India over 800 years ago. The traditional Indian sport of Malakamba involves the use of a wooden pole to perform fitness poses. Malakamba directly translates to pole gymnastics. Pole dancing then popped up in the 1920s in traveling circuses and sideshows. It then moved into bars and was combined with burlesque dancing. The earliest known record of pole dancing, as we know it, was in 1968 by a performer named Belle Gangles at the Mugwump Strip Club in Oregon. From the 1980s onward, it became associated with striptease. And then by the 1990s, it became an art, thanks to Fania Monde. She was the one to popularize pole dancing as a fitness exercise through her training video, which was the first of its kind. Pole dancing classes have become a very popular form of alternative fitness, and also now a competitive sport. There are several international competitions that exist for pole dancing, like the World Pole Sport Championship. So if pole dancing has been around for this long and it's considered both an art form and an exercise, how come it hasn't been made into an Olympic sport yet? Well, there actually were efforts for it to be represented at a test event in the 2012 London Olympics, and now since the Rio Olympics. However, the issue with pole dancing is that it's a somewhat new form of sport, and there's no standardized scoring. Techniques and originality is also dependent on the regions or the places that the pole dancers pick up the sport. So basically, if they made it an Olympic sport, there's no way to figure out who deserves to win, other than being completely blown away, which you always are when you watch pole dancing. It's very subjective, but then so are a lot of other forms of gymnastics. So guys, based on what I've told you, do you think that pole dancing should be considered an Olympic sport? Let me know in the comments below. If you're interested in helping to make it happen, you can actually sign a petition on change.org to help make pole dancing an Olympic sport. Okay guys, it's comment time with Charlotte. On our Bear Comes Back from the Dead video, Warmenko Kitty said, "Did you know that people who have the capacity to kill an animal have the capability of killing a human? Psychology 101. I totally agree. There is a high that people get from killing and hunting, and it's addictive. It desensitizes you. After all, humans are animals." Next comment comes from Fatima said, "If you'd have to choose, would you rather live with only bread or only with water? P.S. Love you so much, Charlotte." Yay, love you too. That's a tough one. I feel like bread? Depends on what kind of bread. Okay guys, that is all for now, and thanks so much for watching I.O.